To achieve this makeup look using only one brand featuring the LA colors, please stay tuned. Alright G.L.A.M, so I'm starting out with a freshly washed face, and I'm going to be going in with the LA Colors face primer. Again, all these are the LA Color makeup products, and I picked this up in my Family Dollar. Very affordable products. So I'm just taking like a pea-size amount, 2 little pea-size amounts, and just going to dab on my face. And it's kind of gel-like. Doesn't really have a smell, but it does feel like a gel. So, and this is the face primer in the LA colors. I do recommend that you use a primer because first off, it helps create a base for the makeup to set on. Now next, I'm going to be going in, I'm going to have 2 shades. As you all know, I have the LA Colors liquid makeup. I have the darker shade right here where I'm going to put on the outskirts, and the lighter shade I'm going to be putting down my T-zone and across my forehead. So just going to shake this up some and just apply. So just applying the lighter shade down my T-zone and under my eye area. And this foundation, I'm gathering it is very lightweight. The coverage is not all that great. You all still see some of my imperfections, so I am going to need to apply another coat. But I did pay $2 for it, so I'm just going to take a little bit more of the foundation and just apply on those cheek areas and in those areas I applied before. And this shade right here is the shade up from the darkest shade. And again, I just put this in the areas where I want to get that highlight effect. So this is 2 coats right here. And I'm just dabbing it on. Now I'm going to go in with the darker shade, and I'm just going to apply the foundation over the rest of my face. This is the darker shade right here. And I'm just applying it in other areas where I don't have any foundation, and just blending in those areas. And this is the darkest shade they had for a dark skin G.L.A.M. So the shade range was not all that great. And this foundation was like $2. So I'm just seeing what type of results I'm going to get. Now I am liking how it is oxidizing. As you all see, it is oxidizing pretty good, so I am liking that. And I'm just blending it all in together, which is key when you are applying foundations. Alright, so next by the LA Colors, I'm going to be going in with the Conceal It in the shade Deep. This is the darkest one. I'm just going to be applying it up under my eyes, down my nose, and on my eyelids to help with the application with the eyeshadow. And as you all see, I'm just squeezing the amount out. Again, just applying directly up under my eyes. Down my nose, forehead, and I'm just going to take some and put it on my eyelids. And the purpose of me putting it on my eyelids, G.L.A.M, is when I do my eyeshadow, it'll create a base for it to stay. And I'm just going to take that same brush and blend it. Blend it all in. Going in with the L.A. Colors setting powder. This is in the shade medium, and I also have the L.A. Colors pressed powder. It's in the darkest shade that they had. So I'm going to be taking these two shades right here. The lighter shade I want to be going up under my eyes and in my T-zone area, and the darker shade all over the rest of my face. It does have a little applicator sponge in there, but I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be using my brush. So I'm just going to shake some down in the lid. And just take my brush and apply it in the areas. And you all see that the powder is absorbing the oil. I'm just letting it bake some up under the eye area because that's where my makeup tends to crease the most. So I'm just putting a little bit more up under the eye areas. I'm gonna apply some on the eyelid. Now I'm going to take the darker shade and just apply the darker shade over the rest of my face. Now the darker shade is a pressed powder. They did not have any loose powder in the dark, so it's just this dark shade right here, and I'm just going to be applying over the rest of my face to set it in. This is like a loose mineral powder. That's what it states on the, excuse me, a pressed mineral powder. And this is in the darker shade that they have. Again, their shade range is not the best. So I just went with the shade above it and the shade that was dark, that was the darkest. And I'm just gonna take a little bit more of the loose. And put it up under my eyes to get like that baking effect. Same thing with the pressed powder, just going to go back on the outer skirts where I have the darker makeup at. And you see that it is all coming together. I have this highlight glowy look, which is something that I am going for and always go for when wearing my makeup. Now I'm going to be going on to my eyebrows. I don't do a whole lot with my eyebrows, but I'm going to be going in again with the L.A. Colors Brow Kit. As you all see, it does have 3 shades. I'm going to take the darker brown shade to kind of like sculpt and shape my eyebrows. It does come with a, looks like a pair of tweezers as well as a little applicator wand. And you see the difference with my right eye, your left, and my other eye. I'm just taking the darker shade of the brown and just kind of like sculpting it. And there you have it. My eyebrows are just pretty much done. Now I'm going to be going in with the LA Colors eyeshadow. This is in the traditional palette. It comes with 12 shades. It does have an applicator wand that already comes with it, but I'm going to be using my own set of makeup brushes. So I'm just going to be kind of like playing with these different colors right here to create a more of a natural look. So I'm going to start off probably with this gold tone shade right here. I'm going to be putting this shade right here on my brow bone. All right, now for my eyelid, I guess I'll be going with the shade right next to it. It's kind of like a goldish tone, and I'm going to be putting that directly on my eyelid. And look at that, it is coming all together. So I got these 2 shades right here. This one is on my brow bone. Just going to put a little bit more on the brow bone. And these shades surprisingly do have some pigment to it. I am liking the way it is appearing on the skin. So if you are a much lighter skin glam, these colors should do the effect. And I'm just going in right here and just filling it in with this shade right here. All right, now I'm going to take this darker brown shade right here and I want to pretty much go in the crease. So, and I'm going to be going in with the crease, and I'm going to take my other eyeshadow brush and just go in the crease of it. And this palette right here, Glams, was only $1.50, and you see how the colors are just coming together on the skin. I mean, it's just beautiful on the eyes, very natural, very iridescent. So I'm going to take, some of these colors are looking the same. I'm going to take this shade right here, excuse me for the camera, this shade right here, and I'm just going to kind of like define it on the inner of my eye, inner corner of my eye. And just blending out everything together now, Glams, just putting all these colors together. And the LA Pro concealer that I used on my lid before, I do believe that this does help. As you all see, I don't have any creasing, and it allows for the eyeshadow to glide on so much smoother. So just blending out these colors. And my eyes are pretty much done for. It's the shadow. Now I'm just going to be going in with the LA Colors in the Glory, the graphics eyeliner. It is a liquid eyeliner, so you do have to have a steady hand with this one. So I'm just going to be lining my eyes with this. Alright, so you have to have a steady hand when applying this, and it comes already with the felt tip on it. I got this in the shade black, and I'm just going to apply it along my lash line. Look at the precision and the definition along the line, along the lash line. All right, my eyes are lined. Now I'm going in with again, the LA Colors and the bold lash, basic another black mascara. It states to help bolden the lashes. As you all see, the applicator brush, excuse me, it does have like the bristles on there that's gonna kind of like make the eyelashes a little bit more voluminous. But I'm gonna see how it works. All right, so my eyes are pretty much done. Now I'm going to be going onto my cheeks, and I'm going to be using the LA Colors in the Red Rouge. This was, I think, about $3 in the line. As you all see, the color does seem to be super pigmented. It's kind of like a light peachy reddish type color, and I'm just going to just smile and just put it on the apple of my cheek, and you all see the color. Now I do recommend the darker the skin tone that you are, the more pigmented your blush needs to be, because as you all know, dark skin glams, we do not blush naturally, so we are going to need a little bit more color and pigment. Now if you're more of a fair skin, I do recommend that you use more fair peachy tones type blushes and the roses, because you don't want to look like a clown. All right, now I'm going in with the LA Colors shimmer bronzer. Look at that, it has a pretty gold tone shimmer, and I'm just going to put that above my cheeks and over my eyebrows to create some glow. So look at that, that is beautiful. Creates that highlight, that glow. Just right above where I put that on my cheeks, the red part, the red blush on the cheeks. And I'm just going to go down the nose, my chin, and I'm just going to go above the brow bone. Now, if it is kind of loud for you, again, just take that same powder brush and just lightly go over it with the powder, because the particles that are in the brush will help kind of like diminish it some. And pretty much my cheeks are done. And again, all these products that I have used have been by LA Colors, every last one of them. And now I am on to my lips, and I'm going to be using this lip shade right here. It's in the matte, $1.50 in the shade Mysterious. And I have this lip pencil in the LA Colors. This shade right here is in brown. It's just a basic brown. So as you all see, the LA Colors right there, and this is the LA Colors right here. And I'm just going to pretty much line the lip. Alright, so my lips are lined with the shade brown. And I'm just going in with this brick red brownish color called Mysterious. And I'm just going to clean it up. This is matte, so it's not creamy, but it does have a little bit of a creamy consistency. And now I'm just going to take the LA Colors Mineral Press Powder, and I'm just going to make it all come together. But look at that highlight right there in that blush shade.